Welcome to the Movies and Stuff minisode, everybody. I'm Abe, and joining me is the man who still doesn't understand how the gun from Duck Hunt works, Dan. You know, they have written articles on how the gun works, Dan.
Yeah, I've read them. I don't understand it. The screen goes black, gun sends some kind of signal, system detects a change in light intensity. I can read the words, still don't know what the hell they're talking about. I still think it's like dark magic or voodoo, honestly.
It is totally voodoo, yeah.
I loved Duck Hunt as a kid. I thought it was great. I abhor actual hunting, but I enjoyed shooting these little digital birds with this gun that just magically killed them.
Did you ever try and shoot the dog when he mocked you?
I did try to shoot the dog. I tried to shoot everything with that gun. I probably shot my older brother a few times with that gun.
Was it just Duck Hunt or Hogan's Alley too?
Oh, I probably played that, yeah. I think there was a few of them, right? There was a few of those gun games for Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what else there was. I'm drawing a blank.
Now, you had Nintendo. You didn't have the Sega, did you? Sega Master System?
No. I was a Nintendo those days.
Sega also had a gun, too. I can't remember anything for it, though. I had both. Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Yeah. Well,
you went both ways.
Hey, child of divorce, man. Child of divorce.
Oh, there it is. You had a broken home, but you had two 8-bit systems.
Well, all the systems. Pretty much, we had them all as they came out. I got the Nintendo. My brother got the Sega version. And then when TurboGrafx 16 came out, my brother got that.
Really?
Yeah, my brother and I just kind of shared the video game systems. It was pretty neat.
Lucky.
Yep. But yeah, shooting digital things, very fun.
Well, that kind of dovetails into something I wanted to talk about. Cecil the Lion. Are you following that?
No. Who's that?
Well, apparently there was a lion in Africa who was beloved by the people that live there and tourists. And a dentist from Minnesota applied for a license to kill a lion. And he lured this lion off his little protected area, and they shot him. Posted this information on Facebook and other social media, and there was a shitstorm.
Yeah, I was doing that all tongue in cheek. I'm aware of it. I think the whole world is aware of it. It's kind of consumed everything over the last week or so. It's pretty insane, and first off, I just gotta say, fuck that guy. Just get that off the back.
Oh yeah, I think everybody agrees, fuck that guy. Everyone. But at the flip side, I feel like we can't see the forest for the trees on this particular issue. I don't know, maybe this is just me, but attacking a dentist for killing a lion is not going to prevent anybody else from doing it. You've got to change the culture. I mean, right now, there's a Dallas Hunters Club that's going to auction off hunting an elephant.
Yeah, it's one of those things. It's tough. Stuff like this is really tough because there's always something that's worse, and that's not going to get the media attention. Just think about that. And this is the world that we live in. There is always something worse that we don't know about.
Oh, absolutely.
And that's what kind of bothers me is when this is horrible. This is a really bad thing. And I do think that this guy should get all the shit that he gets thrown at him. But yeah, like you said, there's that. There's a whole bunch of stuff that wasn't covered in the news. I'm sure, shootings and children being killed and shit like that. More depressing stuff, that's out there that wasn't being covered and didn't get the attention. I saw there was a meme or a joke on Facebook that I saw about the cowardly lion.
Oh yes.
Well, I hate to say it, but that was a Ferguson. Like how many of these big shootings and stuff like that get the media attention? It did.
Absolutely.
And there's a ton that don't. So there's always something worse out there. But I agree, it's this guy definitely deserves everything that was thrown at him. But Yeah, it is a cultural thing. You're gonna have to change that stuff.
Yeah, I mean, my overall point is, even if you are against big game hunting, attacking one person like this is not the way you're going to get any change. There was that lady last year who posted pictures of her big game hunting trophies.
Right. I mean, Steven Spielberg killed a triceratops. Have you seen the pictures, people? He's terrible.
Yes. And nothing changes.
Nothing changes.
Speaking of nothing changing, you're a history man.
I am. I got my degree in it, surprisingly.
Really? How's that working out for you?
I'm doing a show with you, so pretty well.
Stay in school, kids. Get your master's. Okay, so
just not in history.
It's not in history. Oh, man. So about a year ago, Reddit had a thread that if world history was actually a movie, what would be the major plot holes? Being that you're a history major and, we're both movie aficionados, let's talk about it.
Great thread. I loved it. I'm glad. It took us a year, but we stumbled across it. Pretty amazing. I guess we'll post the link or something like that for people to check out because it is really, really cool. I think my favorite one out of it was the whole... So the United States developed this super weapon. They only use it once. Part of me thinks that they're going to save it for the finale.
I don't know if it's a plot hole, but Nazis are comically evil. Comically evil. How did you not see this coming, everyone in the world?
Watch out for that Hitler. He's a bad egg.
Yeah. And they just attacked Russia just to show how fucking evil they are.
It's like, oh, come on. Who's going to attack Russia in the winter?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think one of the top comments is a real jump the shark moment is when they let Napoleon come back just for them to beat him again.
Yeah, there's some pretty implausible moments. France building a wall, Germany going around the wall in the same path they took the first time they invaded France.
Oh man. But within 66 years, we went from airplane to being on the moon. They really sped up that storyline, didn't they?
Yes, we had the training montage in between.
Oh man, I want to see this movie now. It'll be History of the World Part 2.
Yes.
Right?
Yes. As somebody pointed out, I think I should have a bigger part. I feel like I'm just a background player.
Oh. Yeah, some great stuff. I definitely think that people should check it out. So, I also eventually someday want to talk about movies with giant plot holes. Being in the talking about plot holes. So I think we should pencil that in for a future episode. Movies with giant plot holes, because there's some good ones.
Is there?
I think so.
You got a hint? A preview? A taste?
Well, one of them happens to be The Matrix.
What?
In order to enter or exit the Matrix, people need an operator to dial them in. So who dialed Cypher into the Matrix so he could betray the crew?
Yes, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Well, on that low note, I guess we're going to wrap up this episode of Movies and Stuff minisode. Check back again next week when we have a brand new Movies and Stuff show for you. This is the full episode. We're going to be talking about Gentlemen Broncos with our special guest writer, Haley Pfeiffer. And here's a sneak preview from that. See you next week, everybody.
But I knew there was some drama around controversy. I don't really know much about this, because when you're an actor, and this is the difference between being an actor and a writer on a project, is like you are really kept in the dark, which is probably good so that you can show up and do your job. But no, I didn't really know much of those details, but I do know that it got a very limited release, like e.g. it was in like one theater in New York for 8 hours or something, which was a bummer because we were all very proud of the work that we did on it.